So we're doing something a little bit different today. I'm going to show you guys how to make colostrum pudding. I really want to stress the fact that I did not steal this colostrum from anybody. We use the first milking colostrum and save it for the calves because it's the highest quality. And then second milking colostrum from a heifer is typically what we use to make this kind of pudding or custard. So first thing you're going to do is strain it, and then because I had so much I didn't use quite all of it. And I'm making this today because if you remember my last video I said I was coming down with a bit of a cold, and colostrum is full of amazing nutrients and immunoglobulins, so it's really nice to eat when you have a cold so that you can get a little bit of a boost of nutrients. And also because it's just a really nice treat. I know some people are put off by this lovely little dish, but it's honestly, it tastes really good and I wish more people would try it. So to start off, you're gonna put your stove on low heat, and then you're just gonna stir it around until the consistency of the colostrum starts to change, and until you see a little bit of like warm bubbles popping up on the side and some flakies starting to appear. So I'll check back in with you guys when that starts to happen. So the reason why I mentioned that you have to put it on low heat is because if you cook colostrum too fast, you will absolutely destroy its components and it'll become really, really grainy and gross. Believe me, I have done this before when I was first starting to learn how to make this. It really doesn't taste great when you overcook it. So here I'm showing you guys that it's starting to flake up a little bit. That means it's starting to thicken and change consistency. So you really have to watch for that, because very soon after this, you're going to want to take this off the heat and put it in a cold water bath and keep stirring it while it's in the water bath so that it starts to cool down evenly. So you can see here that the consistency has really started to change when it's thickening up. And you can also see from that timestamp that it has been exactly 20 minutes since I started putting this on low heat. So it is a little bit of a process, but if you're patient and watchful, you get really amazing results. So at this point, the colostrum is ready to be cooled down, so I'm carefully putting it in the sink. And then, like I mentioned before, I am stirring and stirring and stirring. That is the most important step for this whole treat, is to keep stirring no matter what. So the colostrum has been cooled down significantly now. You can see that it's a whole lot thicker. And then our next step is going to be straining it. So we strain this to get all of those little clumpies kind of evened out and to create a really nice smooth consistency for this pudding. And then after that, you're pretty much done. So this footage is significantly sped up because I'm really slow with this step, just because I forgot that I still needed that one strainer and it was washing in the dishwasher and I couldn't take it out. So this is what I was left with, which is fine. But you can see that there's a little bit of clumping action going on, and you know, those are fine to eat, like it tastes fine, but just for consistency's sake, we really like to strain it just to make sure that it's a really nice smooth texture. So then after you're done straining it, this is typically what you're left with. It looks really nice and smooth and yummy, and we're really excited to try this. And my personal recommendation is to put a bit of sugar on it. Just helps to add a little tiny bit of sweetness to the flavor. And then that's it. You're done. And you have an amazingly nutritious little dessert or snack for whenever you want. This stays good in the fridge like this for about a week. So I'm out here feeding the steer calves. We still have yet to move 4 more into this pen, and they still have to be fed yet. But we're seeing a lot more sucking on each other, for lack of a better term. That is the kind of thing that we don't like seeing. That bugs us a lot, because he's sucking on the navel. And that can cause a lot of infection, and these guys don't want me to see. But they're all looking fairly strong so far, so. Everybody seems to be getting enough milk, which is good, so let's start feeding these guys. This calf room is being weaned, so they're being very obnoxious right now. But this side has been weaned for a few days now, so I'm gonna take all of these individual panels out and group them up in groups of 4. So the reason why we do groups of 4 and not more is so that they can't run so hard and get so much momentum that they can slam into those walls. Just like that. They're kind of getting a handle on their body and how to stop, I guess. So there's a lot of bumping into things and a lot of breaking things if we were to allow them to run the full length of the barn and run into a panel like that. Like, we've gotten a couple, excuse me, we've gotten a couple that have holes in them already because they've just blundered into them so aggressively. So it's really, it's kind of funny, if I'm completely honest, to watch them run into stuff and figure out spatial awareness. But they get the hang of it soon enough. It's just the initial panel removal that kind of freaks them out a bit, and then they do that. We're a little bit loopy now, aren't we? So that's just the gist of, once they've been weaned for a few days, then we'll group them up in pens like this. These guys are also weaned as of today, but they were weaned today, so they'll probably be grouped up tomorrow, and that's when you'll see my brother on his channel and my dad grab the cage on the payloader and cart all of these calves out. So Just had to put in a little steer that had gotten out from our calf barn over there. Not too sure how he got out, but I wanted to give you guys a little pumpkin update. I've been calling it Pumpkin Patrol just because I think it sounds cute. So let's go check her out. Lady, what are you doing? Hello? That's kind of weird, don't you think? No? Okay. And there she is, snacking away. Hi, Pumpkin. Hey. How's it going? You want some scratches? Are we feeling sassy this evening? Yeah? Stinker? Right behind the pole, huh? You see how she moves her head to adjust so that I'm scratching on the spot that she actually wants? So, hi. Oh, kisses. Kisses. You sweet girl. You know, let me look at your udder. So I have a mild concern starting here, if you guys can see that. Her quarter to the right rear is slightly tucked up. There you can see it. Which means that Pumpkin does not have a nice even udder. So this could be like a half quarter, this could be a dead quarter, I'm not sure, but it might mean that she's coming in as a three-teater, so that's unfortunate. However, she's not a color, she's never going to be a cull cow, she's my pet, so if it ends up that we can't milk her, then she will be coming to live with me at my ranch, so. She's my baby girl. Oh. You can't use me as a scratching post. You are silly. But that's gonna be it for today's video, guys. We'll see how she does when she calves out. If you enjoyed the video, please like and subscribe and share it with a friend. And I will see you all in the next one. Bye. Say bye, Pumpkin. You silly thing. Well, don't chew on it.